Hey girl. So I wanted to show you today my routine to get flawless, light, but full coverage. Okay, so this is me with no makeup on. And you can see I still break out, especially right now after having Lincoln. My skin is a little erratic. Um, so I want to make sure I conceal these things, but I also want to show you like how to prep your skin so that it's mom proof, right? So that it lasts all day through spit ups, diaper changes, running errands, humidity, sweat, rain, whatever you may run into. This is a great way to mom proof, life proof your basic layer of foundation. So let's get started. I'll show you what I'm using and how I'm applying it. So first thing, what you didn't see me do was I washed my skin. Okay, I use our Time Wise 3D cleanser, and I absolutely love using a serum. I highly recommend a serum. It's going to just treat your skin. Right now I'm using our Voluform lifting serum, also from the Repair line. And then I do an eye cream, and I love our Time Wise Repair Voluform eye cream. It has a unique metal tip that just really focuses on getting rid of dark circles. And then I did a moisturizer, and this time of year I use our oil-free hydrating gel. It's light, feels like silk. It's not very heavy because again I have combination skin and I get a lot of moisture from my cleanser and my serum, just because it's built into that, but I still need a moisturizer, but I want something light that won't make my makeup feel heavy. And so if you're someone who likes a light moisturizer, I highly recommend checking out our oil-free hydrating gel. Now the next thing I'm going to do is prime my skin. So this is our eye primer, and I'm just going to show you how much I'm using. I mean, maybe like a little size of a pea. And I'm going to take this, and I'm actually going to apply this on top of the eyelid, and then also here on the bottom. Oh, I put a little too much there. Okay, so I do our eye primer all over the top of the lid and underneath, and here is why. This keeps your eyeshadow in place all day. It actually has a really unique property that helps prevent the crepiness of your eyelid area to show throughout the day. It helps lock in moisture. So this is just, to me, a non-negotiable. I think everyone has issues. I had a little extra on my pointer finger, so that's why I'm using that. But you just want to come in with your ring finger, tap. Okay, so that's good. So that's our eye primer, and then I'm going to use two products I put together. So this is our oil mattifier and our foundation primer. And I'm going to take some of the primer, and I'll show you about how much I'm using. About yay big, like a nice healthy pea. And then I'm going to do about half of that in oil mattifier. And I am just going to mix this all together in the back of my hand, and I'm going to dot this all around. And so together, if you are oily, this is like the perfect combination because it's going to allow your skin to wear less makeup for better coverage. It's also going to help control oil and shine. You never want to put oil mattifier on your eyelids, okay? It will over dry them, and that skin is just too thin. Make sure you get this all in the different areas. Kind of use different circular motions. You could use your foundation brush to apply. Normally I pull all my hair back, but I have my bangs out. Actually, we're gonna just pull my bangs back for right now. Okay, and if you notice, that just takes some of the shine away. Okay, and then I'm just gonna hit my face with our makeup finishing spray. All right, so I'm gonna come in. I just make sure I touch everything. I lean back when I apply it so it falls on the face, and I'm just gonna wave that dry. And we're just gonna wave that dry. Very good. Okay, so I won't wear makeup with that primer, oil mattifier finishing spray, because it just won't stay on my face. I sweat too much, I run around too much. Now, I love using our matte wear foundation, but I am really fair, and so my shade is the Ivory C110, but I actually go up a shade and mix them together. Could I be just fine with just the C110 itself? Yes, but this is just the reality. A professional makeup artist never really uses just one shade. You see it all the time, whether it's the contouring tutorials, and they use all these different colors and they blend them together. It's just kind of what we do. So I like mixing two colors because it still keeps my skin fair, but yet I can add a little color in a couple places without looking like I don't match. I think that's important. I'm just going to spread this around. And this brush that I'm using, OMG guys, this is my favorite brush in the world. It is our blending brush. I'll show you here. A little bit more of the lighter color, just a tad. This blending brush is like a soft bristle, like almost like a sponge. Okay, now where do I apply this foundation? Everywhere, guys. Over the eyelids. I have satin lip balm on my lips because my lips have been so intensely dry this winter. Otherwise, I'd be putting foundation on my lips as well. Oh, and I do want to tell you one little trick I've learned. If you are someone who really loves matte lipstick and you want even longer staying powder, go ahead and put a little bit of your oil mattifier on your lips. Look at the coverage over that blemish without really working or like trying to conceal it. Oh, I love this foundation. It's lightweight. It is runny. It is absolutely runny. Some people are kind of like, oh, why is it so thin? Guys, it's thin because it's such light wear. And it just glides on. And this is like a nice little massage. I mean, I'm not like rubbing this on, right? It's nice little even strokes, circular motions. Just blending this through. Okay. Now, I always get extra, like excess buildup in my nose. I don't know if anyone else is like that. So I make all funny faces. This is what I'm doing. Okay, now remember, foundation is meant to give you a nice, clean, overall coverage. Should even you out. Okay, face, neck still match. Love it. Okay, so you may have a few blemishes that poke through. Foundation isn't meant to like give you wall-to-wall thick, heavy coverage. There are some out there that do that, but most of the time they feel very heavy, you know? So that's not the goal of this. So this is so it's going to give you amazing coverage. You might need to spot treat a couple places like I'm about to do, okay? So speaking of spot treating, I think one of the areas that we all need to spot treat is our under eye. So I use three concealers, okay? One of which is our under eye corrector. I don't know if I put these all together. This is the peach tone. You can kind of see the difference. This is deep ivory and light ivory. And so I think almost every woman probably needs, if you're beige, a light beige and a dark beige, okay? Or maybe a dark ivory and a light beige, depending on how dark you are. I think all ivory skin tones need to light ivory, deep ivory. But this under eye corrector is really special because it's a peach undertone. And so I'm going to take some and I'm going to make a little bit of a V. I'm just going to do one eye to start, and I want you to see the difference. Now, on my skin tone, I will have to add a little bit of my foundation or concealer because this might look a little peach still on my skin. I'm just going to spread some up in here because I get dark under there. I love using this one brush for everything. It just makes my life so easy. And I'm just tapping gently on the eye area. Wow, look at the difference from one eye to the other. Isn't that crazy? Now I'm going to take my light ivory, and I just like to do a dot here, here, and here. Okay, and I'm just going to tap that through because that's just going to help to tone down any of the orange. I'm going to put a little dot right there. And just see how I'm using one brush, just tapping this all through. Look at the difference from one eye to the other. Is that not amazing, right? I absolutely love that. All right, I'm just gonna let that sit like that for just a second. I'm gonna go over here to this blemish. I'm gonna take that same peach tone and put that on here. This is great for covering acne blemishes. Now I don't like, whereas I kind of had a larger area to blend this with, I don't wanna do that with this brush. So I'm actually gonna grab my cream brush by Mary Kay. Brushes are so important. And I'm just gonna come in here and I'm just gonna tap because I really don't wanna blend this in a large area. I wanna keep it right in that zone. And this will look orange, and that's okay for right now. We wanna, look how that just totally covered so you can't see what's underneath, right? So if you ever have a blemish or a scar, Okay, we're gonna leave that sit so you can still see it's a little orange, and that's okay. Orange is gonna be easier to conceal here in a second than dark red. Like, I can't tell the difference, right? And I'm not even in front of my like close-up makeup mirror. That's what I love about these products. They work so well that, you know, you can do them super quick. And again, I'm taking longer now because I'm explaining everything to you and I'm not in my bathroom, but I normally can do this with a crying baby in a matter of minutes. Okay, see how I just kind of wiped that away? Still, you see the orange. We're gonna fix those. Okay, now we're gonna come back, and this is where I'm gonna use my Deep Ivory concealer, and I'm just gonna put a little bit over top. So Deep Ivory actually matches my skin tone a little bit more. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my blending brush, and I'm just gonna start tapping, and then this I can fade out a little bit more. Look at that. It's like it erased it away. Now, you'll see here in just a moment, I'm just tapping. Wow. Isn't that awesome? And look, again, look at those eyes, the difference. You know, right in here, you can see this line where my cheek, in the shadow, and a little bit of purplish. You don't see that on this eye. Okay, so let's go back. Let's review. What do we do with the eye again? We're going to use our under eye corrector. Okay, we're going to make a V. Use my handy dandy blending brush. Yes, I do clean this brush every single day or every other day if I have a crazy day. Our amazing brush cleaner, I spritz it on immediately after, wipe it dry, and then once a week I'll actually soak it in a little shot glass of our brush cleaner. Could you use Dawn dish soap? You could. You could. It just leaves, you know, again, like you don't wash your face in Dawn dish soap. That was a huge craze a while ago. I just, you know, if I'm not going to put it on my skin, why would I want to put it on the brushes that are going to be the second most thing I use on my skin? My skin is so sensitive, you know, I don't need any extra help breaking out. And I would recommend you probably don't either. All right, so look at that. Again, evening up. So now I'm going to come in and use my light ivory. And I'm just going to make a couple of those dots. And again, as for placement of these dots, I just kind of go where the eye and the cheek meet. And I'm just going to lightly tap this through. And here's another tip. Take your light concealer and just blend it, tap it out to the corner of the face, eyebrow through the hairline, because it's going to help you look lifted and more awake that way. There you go, guys. Foundation. Loving it. Look at that. Now, I'm not applying any product, but I'm just going to come down here with a little bit heavier hand, and I'm just making sure I'm blending any texture lines away. Vice versa, if I didn't have my headband, I would take it in through my hairline. That's the great thing about this brush. You can take it into your hairline. Okay. All right, guys, now we're going to do a little bit of finishing powder. And this powder is amazing. It actually helps to conceal the look of pores. So I'm going to use our flat mineral powder foundation brush. And I put some in my cap. I'm just pressing this in. This is the messy part. See how much extra falls off? Okay. So if you know, it'll brush off your clothes, but if you're worried about that, put a towel around. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm kind of just over, especially the eyes first, because we need to dry that. I'm just pushing it in. Okay. You see that? I'm just pushing it into my pores. I'm not blending. I'm just pushing. I am a foundation translucent powder pusher at this point. Why am I doing this? I want this to sit and dry and use my body heat to dry my foundation. Okay. All right. I have it all pushed in. I'm actually going to cap my product. This has a little salt and pepper shaker, so it closes shut. I screw mine on upside down because I have extra still in the cap. I don't want to waste that. Make sure I have it all pushed away. Okay, now I'm going to go back with the brush. Just gently buff. Okay, gently buff. There you go, guys. Your base to your look. Last thing, our finishing spray. I do 3 layers of this. Tilt my head back. Let it just fall. Now, the back of this is going to tell you to do it in a T and an X. Hey, listen, whatever works, it hits your whole angle of your face. Okay? And now I'm ready. I'm done. My makeup is on. I'm good to go. Now, if you know me, I need to do my brows, and I also need to do a little bit on my eyes. I need to bring out those lashes. You now see them coated in powder. Okay? And I'll probably put on like a lip gloss or something. That's my mommy day look. So, as a matter of fact, if you're curious as to my next step of what my makeup routine is, my awesome, fun, dash out the door look, or our liquid smoky eye, check out those videos next. Let me know what you think. I'll make sure I post links to the products below, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me or to your American Beauty consultant. We're here to answer all of your questions and help customize your products and your beauty routine. So until we talk to you later, have a great day, everybody.